Now that we know what CloudGuard AppSec can do, let's focus on its possible architectures and deployment considerations. There are currently 3 available types of deployment, which can accommodate various implementation scenarios. It can be deployed either via the CloudGuard AppSec gateway as an embedded nano agent on top of any Linux machine running an Nginx web server or an Nginx reverse proxy, or as a nano agent Docker container. Let's elaborate. When implementing AppSec via the CloudGuard AppSec gateway, we have a CloudGuard AppSec gateway virtual machine deployed in front of the web server to be protected. It runs on the Checkpoint Gaia operating system as a secure OS with an Nginx reverse proxy and an AppSec nano agent, which is the core of the solution. In this deployment scenario, Nginx is managed from the Infinity portal by the user. AppSec can also be deployed as an embedded nano agent on top of any Linux machine running an Nginx web server or an Nginx reverse proxy. The nano agent attaches to the Nginx as a standard plugin and provides CloudGuard's AppSec features. This type of deployment can take shape in 2 ways. Either as an Nginx web server where both protected web app and the nano agent reside on the web server, or as an Nginx reverse proxy where the nano agent resides on Nginx. In this case, the Nginx reverse proxy is set up in front of the protected web app. Alternatively, AppSec can be deployed as a nano agent Docker container, either on top of an Nginx ingress controller within a Kubernetes ingress pod, or on top of an Nginx reverse proxy Docker container. These solutions are also deployed in front of the web application to be protected. For the sake of simplicity, we'll focus this session on deploying AppSec as an embedded nano agent on top of a Linux machine running an Nginx reverse proxy. Before we go over the deployment process, let's break down the elements that enable the AppSec solution. First, we have the what. What are we protecting? This is referred to as assets. An asset maps to URLs of websites. Then we have the how. How is this protection being applied? This is based on the selected deployment profile, which we'll elaborate on in a minute. The deployment profile includes a built-in security policy which is applied on the protected assets and defines the expected behavior for a set of AppSec security engines. Finally, we have the by whom. Who is in charge of enforcing the policy? The answer is AppSec's nano agents. These nano agents are services which implement security monitoring and enforcement based on the defined policy and the assets they're attached to.